What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one, the only Ash Said It. AshSaidIt.com, AshSaidIt.com. Welcome to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate you guys for all of your love and support. Over 1,500 episodes and 500,000 streams worldwide. None of this would be possible without you guys, so I thank you so very much. And yeah, we are dealing with some, we're still in pandemic life, hopefully we will be ending that soon. That will be coming to a close as the year comes to a close. But one of my favorite things to talk about is Michael Jackson. I love Michael Jackson. I've loved Michael MJ since I was a kid. I grew up in the whole Thriller era, into Bad, and all the other amazing things that Michael Jackson has done and how he's contributed to society. So, with everything that's gone on in the last, I would say, 3 decades, with Michael and false allegations and things of that nature, there have been a lot of filmmakers, a lot of creators, a lot of journalists that have come into play that want to tell the truth. And today I have with me one of those people, the wonderful Jin Chohan. Hey, Jin.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you so much for joining us, Jin. So, Jin, you heard my little spill about MJ. So, what is your earliest memory of Michael Jackson?
Earliest memory? Probably watching the Bad video. I must have been really little. And I remember thinking, oh my God, this is so cool.
Yeah.
And I actually got the Moonwalker, the one with the kids in there. I got that confused with the normal one because I always thought there were some scenes mixed up. And I didn't realize which one was which until I got older. That's probably my earliest memory.
Yes, I mean, Michael was an all-around just performer. I mean, I never got a chance to see him at a live show. And from what I hear from people that have said, they're like, oh my gosh, seeing Michael Jackson live, it's absolutely insane, because he does full-on show. He's into the choreography. He's singing. He's running up and down the stage. There's just so much energy giving into any given performance.
Yes, same. I wish I saw him live. I never did.
Yes. That is probably my only major regret in anything is that, never ever getting to see him live. But I've heard enough from other people, and we see footage, but it's not the same as being there. It's definitely not the same. So Jen, tell us about this project that you are currently working on.
So, I decided to make a full feature documentary, kind of based around the documentary that came out last year by Dan Reed, Leaving Neverland.
Yeah.
And I made like a YouTube style documentary for it last year, which kind of got a pretty good reaction. Then after that, I thought, why don't I make a proper documentary? So, because in the beginning when it came out, I was originally going to just write an article, and then there was so much stuff, and I do video anyway. I just decided, oh my God, there's so much information that contradicts so much of what they're saying, and why is the media not talking about it?
Yes.
So I decided not to concentrate just solely on Leaving Neverland, but more about how the media treated the whole story, and how it just seems so incredibly biased against Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Absolutely insane. And, and you said something that was key. The media was just hell-bent. They were literally profiting off of all of the tabloid stories, all of the random false accusations and things of that nature. They were feeding into that because that was making them money. And so now we're 2 decades later. Life has gone on, but public record is still out there. And I know that some files and things of that nature were unsealed or released to the public, whatever the case is. But the media is silent. They're quiet. They're not taking back anything. And it's infuriating. It's absolutely infuriating.
Yeah. It's quite confusing because, you watch the news because you want somebody to tell you the truth. And then they tell you it's like they're misinformed, so they tell you something. They tell you their opinion. They should just state the facts, basically.
Yeah.
It's almost like there's such a difference between what the court finds and what the media says to the public. And why is there such a discrepancy there? Yeah. That's what my documentary is going to be about.
Yes. So for you, what was the first fact that you found out about the whole situation involving, Michael, allegations and things? What was the first thing that you found out that you found was absolutely false?
Regarding this documentary, I think it was probably the fact that they said when Ray Robson, one of the accusers in the documentary, he was saying he stayed at Neverland for 5 days over the weekend. But then there was testimony, I think 2 times before, 93 and I think in the early 2000s, where him and his mother said that they both went on a trip at that time. So they had no motivation to lie earlier on. The 2 times they did it, and then in the documentary they're saying no, he actually stayed at Neverland. So which one is true? If they said it twice before and they had no reason to lie before.
Absolutely insane. So for you, have you had any contact or any kind of conversation or connection to the Jackson family?
Yeah, briefly. Last year, because I had my Aftermath documentary. I got it shown at, it was featured at Indie Night on Hollywood Boulevard. And then there was another one that happened, and I ended up meeting Tom Mesereau, Michael Jackson's lawyer, and I met Taj Jackson, who's Michael's nephew.
Yeah.
And so they had watched it, and I was told that some of the Jackson family know about my doc.
Yeah. Wow.
And it's nice to be acknowledged on that part.
Yeah. So what do you want the average person that checks out this documentary, what do you want them to get from your project?
I want them to not necessarily change their mind or nothing. I'm not making it to change anybody's minds. I'm making it for people to just think. And you get these historic cases, you get these big cases, and they seem so detached to us as normal people. But I want people to realize that if something can happen to a big person, to somebody with money and everything, it's a reflection on your rights. So I just want people to think. We're supposed to be free. We're supposed to be given a fair, we're supposed to be given a due fair treatment in every situation. So if somebody can be treated like that, that kind of says something about society.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Now, Jin, if somebody wants to get involved with the project, I know you guys have a Kickstarter and things of that nature set up. How can they get in contact with you and your team?
So, so I decided to do this through Kickstarter because the production costs are just immense. And a lot of them actually, production costs, a lot of it I can cut because I can do most of it. And so people can go on my website. It's takeflight.film. And the link is on there. There's a GoFundMe on there if you wish to donate. If you don't, just watch the trailer. There's a teaser trailer there on the doc. It gives you like a premise of what it's about. You can also, if you want to, you can actually follow me on Instagram, and my details are on there, and the teaser's on there. It's at JIN_CHOHAN.
All right. Sounds good, Jin. You're doing some good work out there. Anyone to highlight the truth and put facts out there, especially about our beloved Michael Jackson. They absolutely have my full support. So I invite you back, Jin, when the project is finished and before you do all your press stuff, because I know you're going to be pulled everywhere. All right. So I want you back. I definitely want you back to talk about the end result, and to maybe we get a little bit more in depth of what was included, and maybe some stuff that just couldn't fit, So I definitely want you to come back and talk more and more about the project. I thank each and every one of you guys. Thank you for your love and support. Keep in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face, you tell them, don't believe me. Just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for, the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is so much better. Until next time, you guys.